today we are once again going international. We are going to be starting off with a cocktail that I have never actually had, which is something unique. We are going to be doing a Greek margarita. This is something, it is very similar to a traditional margarita, but it is inspired by Greek flavors. So it's something that's going to pair very well with what we are going to be preparing today, which is our lamb Greek burgers. Ultimate lamb Greek burgers. They're going to be delicious, and this is going to pair with it perfect. So, what you want to do, start off with your handy dandy shaker. And we are going to add some tequila. Can't have a good margarita without tequila. So we are going to start off with 2 ounces of tequila per cocktail. To this, we are going to add pomegranate juice. Now, if you don't have pomegranate juice, you can use grenadine, which actually is a pomegranate syrup. So you want to add about 1.5 ounces of pomegranate juice. You want to add about 1 ounce per cocktail of triple sec. And they say you're supposed to add about 1 ounce of simple syrup. I don't like my cocktail too sweet, so I'm going to add about 0.5 ounce per cocktail and a splash of lemon juice. And we're just going to take that, give it a little shaky shake. And this doesn't have any ice in it. It's just the liquor, because we're going to be pouring it over our ice.
That's pretty.
Beautiful, beautiful color. Nice light flavor. So, our guest today does not drink alcohol. So what we are going to do for him is I'm going to show you, which is a rare thing, a virgin cocktail.
That is rare.
This never happens.
Right.
So we're just going to do our grenadine. Triple sec.
So that's all grenadine is pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate juice.
Wow. I never knew that.
I don't know how many people knew
Or
that.
pomegranate syrup.
Okay.
And then our simple syrup. Throw that on there. Give a quick little shake just to mix everything up. We're just going to pour that right over our glass.
D'Anthony said, wait, I can elect to not have alcohol?
No,
He didn't know that was possible here.
You cannot.
Right.
This is a one-off.
And try again.
Here we go, good sir.
All right,
At this time, I'd like to introduce Miss Wanda Miller, helps make the show possible.
Let's squeeze in here right with you guys.
All right.
Everybody. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah,
That's good.
Oh, wow.
that's good stuff right here.
That's good.
That is good.
Mm.
Tequila.
Yours don't count.
Right. He's like, oh, this juice is so good.
Miss Wanda, if you would like to talk, so once again, we do have sponsors for the show. So we actually have a sponsor that has opted to sponsor the rest of this month, and it's because she has a nonprofit that she really wants us to talk about that is very important, especially within the Black community. So, Ms. Wanda, can you go ahead and talk about our sponsor and what she has going on?
Absolutely. Tonight's show is being sponsored by Miss Joycelyn Wells. She's an author, screenwriter. She has a podcast that she hosts called Joy Exposed. What she wants us to talk about is her nonprofit called Growing Men Inc. I have it up on the screen now, the website. But they provide mental health resources for young Black and brown men to help them through high school, college, and into the workforce. It's very important. Please support her. If you want to go through me to support her, please do. We thank you, Joyce.
All right. And at this time, if you would like to tell them a little bit about what you do while I get everything switched up.
Okay. Again, I'm Rick Phelps. I'm with Profits and Losses or Investments. In the simplest form of what I do, my job is just basically help your money make you money. You know, we always hear a lot about people saying, "Oh, I want to make money in my sleep," and that's what I show people how to do. So I do anything. I'm a fully licensed financial advisor. So I do everything. I do debt resolution, a little bit of credit. I do life insurance. I do investments, and one of the things that a lot of people don't even know about is what we call child RAs. So those are for children that you can start. Like my 14-year-old has had one for about 8 years, and my 21-year-old daughter has had one for 12 years. So that's just to help them buy a house, retire, anything of that sort. So my specialty is actually retirement. Make sure you retire. You're not 80 years old while working at Walmart. So
nobody wants to be. You do not want to be the greeter at Walmart.
I want to be 50.
Like, when I grow up, I want to be the greeter at Walmart. That never happens.
Right, and this is something that, especially within the Black community, we are not taught. And I don't want it to make it seem like it's a black or white thing, but just financial literacy in the Black community is something that we need to focus on in order to bridge this wealth gap. And one thing that we know for sure is there is a huge wealth gap between the African American community and the rest of the population of America. So we really need to focus teaching our children young how to manage money so that they do get to an age where they are able to retire and help to break those generational curses. So that's something that's extremely important. I'm very glad that this man is on today that is able to give y'all an opportunity to, reach out to him to where if you don't know where to start, he can help you get started.
No matter, and sometimes people think their situation is too grim. They're beyond hope, and there's no situation ever that's too grim. I want to throw one more stat out before he gets started. Whites have there's about 60% of the population, but they have actually 90% of the wealth in the country. Of that 90% of the wealth, about 80% of that is within the stock market, the mutual fund market.
It's big information.
Yeah,
That's big
so
stats.
that's telling you that they know where the money is, they know how to make money, and they putting their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely.
That's real.
D'Anthony said, "Preach, y'all, preach."
So now that we got that, he's going to talk a little bit more towards the end. He's also going to have a trivia question. So you know how we do. There's an opportunity to win something. So make sure you stick around for that. So
my favorite, lamb burgers.
Lamb burgers.
Man.
Now, I don't know how many people have had a lamb burger before, but it is amazing. I love lamb. I love lamb in pretty much every form you can get lamb. It has such a earthy flavor. There's a tartness to it, but also a deep, rich flavor. It's just something that's almost undescribable, but it blends so well, especially blended with certain ingredients. So what we're going to do is we're going to be making the ultimate lamb burger. So as you can see, we have our ground lamb. Now, I'm going to show you how it comes if you get it from a grocery store. You can get it from a butcher shop and have them grind it fresh, or if you know someone who does their own butchering, you can get that as well. I just simply went to the grocery store. It comes in packages, usually tight packed because they want it to be as fresh as possible. This is a little bit more expensive than ground beef, so they want to make sure that you're getting a quality product. This is Thomas Farms ground lamb, raised without antibiotics or added hormones. So this is the good stuff right here. So if you're going out, just if you don't know where to find it, go over to the meat department. Simply ask somebody who works in the meat department. They should be able to guide you in the right direction. So, lamb, as you can see, it's a little bit leaner, or it's actually a lot leaner than most ground beef. Lamb just has a tendency to not have as much fat as cows do, so you're going to end up with a leaner meat. So, I usually just get it in a nice little bowl, and I add an egg to it. The egg is going to help bind it, as well as add a little bit of moisture to it. To that, we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. This is actually accent and pepper. Like I said, I try to use accent instead of salt. I think it flavors a little bit more without adding all of the extra salt. Next, we're going to add some red pepper flakes. Just going to add a little bit of heat to this. Now, for the secret ingredient, something that I don't normally put in burgers, we have a mixture of dill and mint. That dill and mint is what is going to accentuate the flavors of the lamb. Lastly, I'm going to add about 2 ounces of breadcrumb. This is going to help keep what moisture we have in here locked in. Now, we're just going to take this and we're just going to mix it up. And you want to mix it well. You want all of those ingredients to be throughout the meat.
You making it look so easy. I'm struggling with my lamb burgers at the crib. Oh, that was so easy.
You want to go ahead and grab some gloves for me, good sir?
Yes, sir.
They right down there. They should be right up there.
So you really want to make sure that it's mixed in well.
What's up, cousin D King, Sean Chivers? Thank y'all for watching.
So out of a pound, I like to get 4 even-sized burgers. I think that's about perfect for. And if you have a kitchen measure, scale, that will work perfect. So move the handy dandy in play. And if you can just help me patty these up. So we're just gonna take them, gonna smash them down. Now,
Hey Tasha, hey Vito.
you don't have to work. Before we do that, hold on one second. I like to add a little bit of butter to the pan. I like to cook my lamb in butter. So we are going to move our butter around just like that while we go ahead and pan up our lamb. And you want them to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. That way they don't take forever to cook. You also want your pan to have a nice heat to it. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke coming off that butter. That butter is browning almost instantly. And the reason why is because you want to sear the outside of the burger. That's going to help keep those juices in. If you don't hear that sizzle when you drop it, the pan ain't hot enough.
Diamond said, hey y'all. Corey Williams is watching. Miss Linda is watching. Hey everybody.
What up, folks? Throw that one in there. That one down just a little bit more.
Right.
A little flatter. You want it to be flat all the way around so they cook together. Wow. So, very simple process. As you can see, you're basically preparing them like you would prepare a regular burger. So, we are going to move this out of view because I want to show you how to prepare the actual toppings for our burger.
I see that feta cheese.
So, I love feta with lamb. Like, it just goes so well. But what I'm going to show you how to make is the actual topping to our burger, which is our cucumber, red onion, and tomato salad.
Candace Guthridge, thank you for watching. All of Rick's friends, thanks for tuning in for the first time. Hope we can get you on every Thursday from here on out.
Right. So, now you can use a regular knife, but I like to get my cucumbers very thin, so I like to use a mandolin. And you just want to.
There's some people that did not even know that was called a mandolin.
I didn't either.
not to be confused with the Mandalorian warrior.
Right. They probably use them though.
Right. So Just want to get some nice thinly sliced cucumber.
Can I give a little history about lamb patties?
So, lamb patties, interestingly enough, derived from Genghis Khan. So, fun fact, if you've ever heard of steak tartare, which is technically raw steak that is chopped down and eaten pretty much raw. They season it with a little lime juice or lemon juice to kill the outside bacteria. But the term comes from Genghis Khan. What they used to do is they would put thin lamb patties underneath their saddle when they would ride from city to city. And the bouncing up and down would tenderize the meat. So when they went over into other areas, they would then have that meat, which sometimes they would cook up and sometimes they would just slice thin, season, and eat. The reason this term tartare came to be is because one of the armies of Genghis Khan was called the Tartar Warriors. And that is where you get tartare. That was the beginning basis of lamb burgers. Interesting.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Sateria, thank you for watching. Bree, where are you?
So, we want to take our red onion. Just want to, if you look at an onion, you will see they have certain lines down the outside. With your knife, you simply want to follow those lines. If it gets too much, just
Thank you for joining us, Instagram viewers. Jones60, Gladys Scott, Ghost, Ice Cream.
add those to it. Add our tomatoes. Then take some balsamic vinaigrette. Add that to it. Take our red pepper. Sprinkle that in there. And some of our salt, pepper mixture, and pepper mixture, whichever one you have. Give it a nice mix. And set it in the refrigerator for up to 4 hours. Of course, keep it up to overnight. And that is your salad. And when I tell you, it will have so much flavor. Like a ridiculous amount of flavor.
Hey, Sandra Lampkin. Good to see you joining
Kind
us.
of push those down a little bit. Give it another quick flip.
Smelling good.
Yeah,
Oh man, it's smelling good.
amazing.
You can cook your burgers to pretty much whatever temperature you would like. Lamb is just like any other meat. It should not technically be cooked past medium. So, I know some people have this thing about eating meat at a medium rare, medium, all those temperatures, because they have the misconception that what they're seeing inside when they open it up or when they bite it, blood. It is not blood. It is actually a protein that exists within the muscle tissue. It is not designed. It doesn't have the same composition as blood. It's not made up of blood. It is actually a protein. So don't be afraid of it. I know it's a mental thing, but the flavor, the texture, the juiciness, so much better if you eat it the proper way. I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer than I would normally do it because I have guests, but medium. At least try it. At least try it. Take my word for it. At least try it one time. All right. So
Hey, Darnell. Hey,
we
Tracy.
are now, since we are almost at the point where our burgers are just about done, we are going to take, I have a 3-cheese cheddar blend, and we're just going to throw this right on top. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to put a lid on top so that we can kind of get that cheese to melt a little bit. Just like that. Wow. We work on our bun. Actually, do it like this.
These are just our toppings, right?
Yep, that's just our toppings. And I will show you how I'm going to put this all together. If you would like, you can toast off these buns. I normally do. But right now, we're just going to go for it. Beautiful. So, first thing we're going to do is we are going to take our tzatziki sauce. Now, tzatziki sauce is simply Greek yogurt mixed with some lemon juice, usually cucumbers, some dill, and sometimes some mint. This one does not have the mint in it. We're just going to put some of this on the bottom.
Have lemon in it too, or no?
Yes, it has lemon in it too. Yep. It's actually super simple to make.
I love tzatziki sauce too.
I like on my fries, actually.
Especially on a gyro.
Wonderful. And yes, that is the proper way to say it. Gyro, not gyro.
That's right, that's right.
I put a G in front of it.
Right. Because the English language is stupid.
I know. right.
All right. So then on the bottom, we're going to take our arugula. Arugula has such a peppery bite, such a clean finish. Love it, especially with lamb.
I forget about using that for lettuce.
I never think of it. I was thinking the same
Love
thing.
it, love it, love it.
I usually use spinach, but yeah, I'm definitely start using it.
Yeah, I mean, it just adds something that,
Very flavorful.
All right, let's give it just another quick moment. While we're waiting for the cheese to melt, would you mind giving them their trivia question for today?
Trivia question. All right, I'm gonna allow y'all to use Google for this, but we're giving away 2 free candles if you get the trivia question right. And the trivia question is, what is the banker's rule or the rule of 72? So if you can tell us what the banker rule is or the rule of 72, you gotta be able to explain it. You win the prize.
Now,
Easy peasy.
Now, he's going to let you use Google because I'm sure nobody's sitting at home, unless you are in the financial world, would be able to get this question. But if you do, you win 2 free candles. All we ask is be the first person to give the answer. And once we announce that you are the winner, go to your page and say, I won the Divine Sip and Cook trivia question, and then tag myself, Wanda Miller. And can you tell them where they can find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Rick Phelps. Instagram is Protect Your Income. I'm old school, I like the phone. You can call me at 470-774-4630.
And I have that number on the screen.
Yeah, she's gonna put that number up as well. So that's the best number to contact me. And we'll get you tight. You get your finances rolling.
Your finances right.
Yeah, you gotta get your finances right. They say, with the exception of marital stress, that financial stress is the worst stress to have.
I can completely understand because my whole world fell off when my money is mad.
I had someone asking for the website for Growing Men Incorporated. Said they thought that was a great idea. So I'm putting that back on the screen for just a second.
That's Jocelyn Wells?
Yeah, Jocelyn Wells. That's growingmen.solutions.
Is Jocelyn on? Tell us that I actually have one of her books.
Yeah, she's got a great book. Her book is amazing.
I got the erotic one, but tell me.
Yeah, we got that one.
That's the one I got.
That's what you got there?
Hell yeah. It's awesome.
So now we're just going to go ahead and add a little bacon to this. Do you bacon?
Yes, sir.
All right.
He was like,
I
you don't
I
drink.
eat everything.
He's
I
like,
just
you don't drink. Do you
Right.
drink anything pleasurable?
Right.
You just said no bacon. We was gonna put you
kick me
out.
out. You gotta go.
Yeah, you can come back. Hey, Israel, how you doing, buddy?
Hello. All right. So as you can see, we got the makings of some magic going on.
Yes.
Next, we're going to take. Now this has been sitting for about 4 hours.
Oh shit, that's my phone.
Can I just turn that off for
You
you?
can turn it off, please.
All right, I'm in camera screen because I got to turn his phone off. I'm sorry, y'all.
And we're just gonna go ahead and top this with our wonderful cucumber.
I forgot about that all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So that's cucumber, tomato, and what else?
Cucumber, tomato, onion, and it has a little bit of mint.
And feta
That looks
cheese.
good.
And then just
That by itself does look like
add a little bit more feta, because feta makes everything better.
This is the truth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if Trice was the first one to say this, but he said the rule of 72 is the number of years it takes your money to double by the interest rate percentage.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
But I don't know if he was first because Drea just came around the corner here in the house and was like, I got that first. Make sure you see I got that
Drea
first.
doesn't count. Guests do not count.
Okay, that's what's
All
up.
right, there we go. So, as you can see, got our sandwiches looking right. Now we're gonna go ahead and get them plated up for you. And
Yeah, Trice said he just happy to see so many people know the answer.
Right.
So many people know how to Google, buddy.
so, we're going to take 2 of our
I see you up there, big money,
delicious
honey.
burgers.
That's right.
You the first?
She don't count.
She don't count. Okay.
Huh? I'm just taking pictures. Don't mind me.
Hey, Joyce Ann, thank you for joining.
So before the show, I made some fresh potato chips. These are actually Parmesan garlic chips.
How you just got fresh chips in the back, Heidi? Welcome, Miss Harper.
Just want to show y'all.
Yes, Trice, these are Jen's candles.
Delicious. Set these here.
That looks ridiculous.
There.
I'm out there watering.
And voila.
Ridiculous.
This is like, you talk about game night. You want to do something that's going to just throw the whole game night off. You know, football, basketball, baseball, whatever you're watching. Come out with some lamb burgers with some fresh chips. I'm telling you, your house will then be the spot for game night. All right, so now for the fun part. Let's dig in.
Woohoo!
Nice and still juicy. You see that?
Ah, it looks so good.
Mmm.
Oh,
That might even just be a little too good. I don't know, man.
that is delicious.
I'll tell you, the flavors in this are a regular burger, a regular hamburger could never.
Ever.
All right. And then, grab one of these tasty chips.
Listen to the crunch.
Mm. And then wash it down with our Greek margarita and his baby juice.
All my baby juice drinkers out there.
There you go.
Give him a
Can't be on
sippy
me.
cup.
Right. A little flexible straw.
All right. Well, once again, we appreciate you tuning in every Thursday. If you're in the Atlanta area and would like to be a guest, please contact either me or Miss Wanda Miller. If you want to be a sponsor, you can be anywhere in the world. $25 helps to sponsor an episode. We truly appreciate it. And if you have something you would like us to shout out, we will definitely shout it out for you. We get a lot of views while it's going live, but we get hundreds of views after we upload it. It's uploaded to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. and LinkedIn. So if you got something you want to get out to the masses, please be in contact with us. Go ahead and sponsor an episode, and we will definitely plug y'all and get the word out there for you. Other than that, would you like to give them your contact information one more time?
I don't know.
Mouthful of lamb.
But yeah, like I said, you can reach me on Facebook, Rick Phelps. Instagram is Protect Your Income. Your is spelled UR. And you can always reach me by phone, 470-774-4630.
All right, so get in contact with him. Let him help you get your finances on track, so that you are not. I don't want to see any of my viewers 20 years from now when I walk in Walmart point me to the carts.
Right.
I don't want that to be you.
Unless you want to.
Unless you just bored.
You have a choice, though.
You got your money in the bank and you just sitting around bored and you want to go out and. But then go Uber or something. Don't be at the Walmart. Thank you once again. We will see you next Thursday. And thank you for sipping and cooking with me.
Thanks for coming, folks.
You have a great night.
I'm going to finish this burger. Good.
And the burger banging.
Man, that bacon set it off.
Banging something.
I would never thought of that.
Yeah. That's why it's the ultimate.